Hi, my name is Othman Mashhadani. I'm an architect and urban planner. I come from Iraq. I'm starting my PhD in architecture from Okan University in the city of Istanbul, Turkey. Today I would like to discuss my research. Healthy city, healthy cities through improved urban planning, a review of how to upgrade existing cities to be healthy. Let's go through the slides.
Hello again. Going back to our research, health cities through improved urban planning, a review of how to upgrade existing cities to be healthier. The main keywords of the research: planning healthy cities, improved built environment, reforming existing cities, healthy cities indicators. Now, the third slide. Today, a great amount of world population live in urbanized areas. Therefore, health is being an essential goal in future existing cities. As a result, the urban environments shape cities' health, and it becomes important to understand the way to develop urban areas in a healthy way. But understanding its factors. This research will try to review and explore how to build environments. Can these environments affect the health and the well-being of city inhabitants? Assuming humble built environments do the opposite. Nevertheless, in the process of developing healthy urban environments in existing cities, we need to comprehend the different environments dynamics. This paper is a review of the existing practical research in the field of healthy cities and urban planning, which aims to explore the following research question. Do the built environment features influence citizens' inhabitants' health and well-being, and how we can reform existing cities to be healthier. Healthy cities. The United Nations report of 2014 refers to healthy cities, and I quote, "A healthy city is one that continually creates and improves its physical and social environments and expand the community resources that enable people to support each other in performing all the functions of life and developing to their maximum potential." Here we can see a figure that describes the healthy city definition in much more easy way. So, to understand the healthy city, we need to understand three main parts that work together in shaping the city inhabitants' health, which is related to the health of the people. The second, the health of the communities, and the level of environment's health. So all those three can play a very big part in achieving the goal of healthy cities. So, to understand the evolving situation of healthy cities during through the history periods of the past, we need to know the levels, the different kind of levels that it changed to reach what we are living through in our current days. So, according to Davis and his colleagues, he suggested that the development of public health occurred in 4 main waves. The first wave was between 1830 to 1900. They described during that period what happened, that they described the foundations of structured public health, which was related to public health such as water, sanitation, and civil social order. The second wave was between 1890 to 1950. This phase is well known for the concern with biomedical public health that is driven by scientific success in the field of manufacturing, medicine, transportation, and communication. The third wave was between 1940 to 1980. It describes a healthcare profession in that it embeds a wide reach of healthcare systems into the social security, housing, and education. The fourth wave between 1960 to our present day, which was the main factor of it, is social concern, which as we know is much more effective in healthcare initiatives, which will help to extend life among risk factors and lifestyle, which enabled public health to a central concern in the status of health and welfare agenda. The next slide, we were going to talk about how to acknowledge the health city. So, to be clear, the healthy city doesn't exist as a shape or figure. Every city is unique due to its own historical, social context. So cities evolve healthily in different ways and forms. The healthy city should struggle to provide communities with enhanced life qualities as the following, according to Troza 2000, which he gave seven points to make a city a healthy city, which is related to providing a clean, safe physical environment for housing areas and a better ecosystem, a strong, equally and supportive community by enabling public participation and monitoring the city's decision making, providing basic needs such as food, shelter, safety, and work to all cities' people and inhabitants. Accessing to knowledge and its interaction with experience and resources, empowering city with a sustainable economy, conserving the city's heritage and culture, enabling high levels of public health care and services to reach all. So, as an example, in Bolivia Park in Turkey, we can see how type of initiatives can we apply to reach that goal of healthy city. Planting trees, maximizing the areas of green spaces, changing the ecosystem of the city, and therefore leveling up the situation of health in the city. Cities indicators give us a sign about the city level of compliance with the United Nations report for health. So, locally, the challenge to reach a healthy city approach is to test a set of initiatives that address health issues and could be used as a drives in the future city project. This stage gives insights and help understand the indicators by other countries. By its data, the information given, and the assessments taken will play a big in process evaluation. Below are some of the main healthy cities indicators from the environmental point of view, which is related to air pollution, water quality, sewage collection, household waste treatment, industry sites, sport and race facilities, cycle routes, public transportation, and green and living spaces, and more. So to give much more insight about these environmental healthy cities indicators, we need to understand. We can see that they are the main environmental issues that we need to tackle in the city to reach a level of healthy and improve its health. And to improve the inhabitants' health, we need to understand what is air pollution, what is noise, what is natural spaces, what is physical activity, what is temperature. So as we know, air pollution is very bad for the health, for the inhabitants' health, and it can harm not just the people. It can harm even the plants, animals, and even make the city much more worse to live in. And as we can see here, there are many gases that harm human and all living things. So, according to the 2016 publication related to the World Health report, according to that report, there are 10 cities that are in compliance, not in compliance, do not have any health agenda related to air pollution, which in the first page, which is in the last list of compliance, we can see the city of New Delhi, Shanghai, and many more. We can see much more cities much more in compliance with the report, the United Nations report according for healthy cities. We can see like New York, Sydney, and other more. So we need to put that in mind when designing and implementing projects related to healthy city initiatives. Noise affects health. As we know, noise affects health in many different ways, and it's caused by many different, such as motorcycles, cars, trains, and airplanes. And one of five persons in Europe suffer from noise, and there is more than 13 million in the world who are suffering from noise. Green spaces are the third indicator in environmental healthy cities. Green spaces change change things in many ways. It changed the life of the adults, children, and even the community itself. You can see here in this slide, it's about green spaces on the adults level. So it's the idea of green spaces is to make the streets much more less, improve life, and give a better general mental and physical health, improve performance, improve sleep quality, reduction in cancer risks. Now, from the children perspective, green spaces help children in many ways, like attention capacity, confidence, enrolling in development and behavior, coordinating, give the children balance, elegantly, self-confidence, self-discipline, and social skills, and many more. Blue spaces. What do you mean of blue spaces? We mean about waterfront areas, which is beaches, and if cities have blue spaces, which is related to beach and other things, the city should benefit from this situation in a better way, that it can improve its inhabitants' health. Now we go to the fourth main factor in environmental healthy city indicators, which is related to physical activity. Physical activity is very important in the city's life, because it helps the inhabitants to pay more attention to their physical activity during the days. So if every person have more than 30 minutes or more as a physical activity, it will help them more to improve their health, their mental situation, and even give them a chance to live much more longer, according to the many public health reports related to that subject. Now, going to the last one, which is related to heat islands and how do they affect us in the city. As we know, heat islands are occurred and caused by the less green spaces in the city. So when we use asphalt roads and use a lot of cars in the city and use much more material that conduct heat and conduct heat, it will make the city much more higher in temperature, and will affect them on the long term of the city's life. So to help in reduction this effect, we need to maximize the green spaces in the city, and use less material that helps to conduct to conduct heat, and this can be applied easily by small steps, by introducing the inhabitants to plant trees, small plants, maximize their green area, and in the future they will benefit from it. It's not just the environmental indicators that affect and might help maximizing the healthy level of the city, but there are many more, and it it plays a very big part. So if we need to develop healthy cities indicators, we need to think about other factors which is related to social demography, healthy indicators, and environmental indicators. So indicators change from country to population to time to main needs. Therefore, it's not fixed indicators, but changeable for many factors. Below you can find the followed suggested indicators. Going to the environmental indicators, we can see which is related to air pollution, water quality, levels of green spaces, continuity and sport venues, percentage of household areas living under standard, and waste. We go to the socio-demographic indicators, which is related to the rate of unemployment, percentage of displaced people, and how to employ and who are employed, average education of boys and girls, adult literacy, present present of those receiving less than per capita income, and occupation. Health indicators is much more related to the low weight infants birth, infants minority, nutrition, quality, and many more. So as architects and urban planners, when thinking about improving health in cities, we need to think of many and other factors related to the city, not just environmental indicators, but we need to think about social demography indicators and health indicators, economic indicators, social indicators, and many more. As a conclusion for my research, we can understand now that healthy city is an approach for upgrading city to be more sustainable and healthy, which will help and start facing future environmental issues in an indirect long-term manner and change its path for the best of the inhabitants. Every city has its own unique local context, playing factors, and communities. The healthy cities approach needs more further research, especially in the specifying of suitable environmental indicators for cities to tackle in the future that are different in space, climate, social culture, economic, and extra. The type of indicators will give us wanted measure role and the way to monitor its progress to help improving the overall approach of the healthy city. The indicators will give a status for the issue in the city, and it will define the needed action to overcome in the future. The success of promoting the healthy city give us indicators that it can be successful in other countries and cities, but it needs a group effort from all city sectors. using an integrated way of thinking, make the approach move further and more effective in addressing future problems. I hope you enjoyed my research, and if you have any questions or requests, I will be happy to answer them. You can see my email and my supervisor email in the first slide, and you can contact us and discuss any 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 information related to the research. And this is in this slide you can see the main references that I depend on in my research, and I hope you have understand the the issue that we are suffering, our cities are suffering from in our current days, and hope we can work together to solve it in the future. Thank you for your time.